Hey guys, this is Isak Burak with 2B Green Consulting, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about why you need to start a business this year and why it should be a lawn care business. I'm going to be appealing to those of you who are perhaps in high school or college starting out and you're looking at the two different options. You know you want money, you know that you want to learn the skills, but you're looking at either, do I work for somebody else part-time, even full-time, that doesn't make a difference, or do I start my own business? Now this side, the work for somebody else, that's very obvious. We know a general path of what we can take. On this other side, there's a lot more potential. There's a lot more fears that can be involved. There's a lot more unknowns. So right now, we're looking at, do we start a business or not? And this is where it gets difficult to express what you should do over a YouTube video. Right now, I don't know your specific situation. I don't know what skills you have. I don't know your community. I don't know exactly what goals you have. Therefore, and I'm mentioning this halfway through the video, I want you to hit my link down in the description. It's going to be a consultation with me, a free consultation, where all we're going to talk about is just seeing where you're coming from, seeing some of the business potentials that you could have. Maybe what's potentially possible in your community for you with your skills and your time frame. Now, when we decide on whether we want to start a business or not, a pivotal part that you're going to undertake is developing your goals. Now, when you are in high school or college, I'm going to simplify this for you. So many people say that we need massive goals and we need a 100-step plan with timestamps and everything to be successful. That's just not realistic for your situation. So what I recommend you to do is develop a couple short-term goals. Otherwise we have no direction at all. So what I recommend for you to do is to develop a couple short-term goals that will get you on the right path to start out, and then with a potential for the future. Some goals that could include the future. An example of this would be, I want to start my business now. I want to get 10 clients the first month. Maybe if it works out, I may continue mowing these individuals' lawns next season. All right, it doesn't have to be super complicated. You don't have to have a super large mission that you're going to solve. Just a brief goal like that. And the quote to take away is, have an idea for the future, but drive for the present. You're going to have an idea right now in the present that potentially could transfer into the future. So what service do we choose? And why did I choose lawn care? I chose lawn care because, number one, of the community that I lived in. I lived in a rural community. Number two, the skills that I have. Number three, the simplicity of the service. When I was starting out, I didn't have a lot of skills, just like you. When I started out, I knew how to mow the lawn, but I couldn't take on a huge waterscape project or something like that. So I chose lawn care because it was simple service and I wanted to start getting my name out there. I wanted to learn how I interact with the clients. So your first business attempt, your first business idea, and your first business service is going to be just as much you aiming to earn money as it is you aiming to just develop your skills, develop how you speak, develop how you interact with clients. You know, the first time you have trouble with a client, something like that. So this is an awesome opportunity to get started and learn simple business practices and start honing in on your individual business style. So why I recommend starting a business for almost everyone, even though I don't know your exact situation, is that when starting out in high school or college, your risk for failure is very small. Your risk for failure is small because you do not have a lot on the line. So your reward, your potential reward for succeeding, not only is that the financial gain, but it's also the new skills that you're going to learn and your new identity perhaps that can help you in the future. Just by starting your own business, you're going to have a whole new perspective on services, client interaction, and how the economy works. So it's vital for you to start a business, not only for the financial gain, but also for the socioeconomic development that you will pursue. So, as I mentioned halfway through the video, this presentation is not enough for most people. This presentation still needs to be personalized to your situation, your community, and your ideals. For that, what I can offer you is a free consultation down in the description below. That's going to be a free one-to-one call with me, directly Isak, and we're going to discuss exactly how you can get started on the right path, whether it's lawn care, whether it's pressure washing, whether it's a simple service. Okay, that's a link down in the description below. This has been Isak Burak with To Be Green Consulting. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.